What's up, guys? Michael here with Valencia Fan TV, bringing you another video about the club we all love, Valencia. Be sure to subscribe for the latest match predictions, recaps, as well as the latest transfer news. It's been a quiet transfer summer, but hopefully there's going to be a little bit more moves coming forward for Valencia. So the first move we have that's basically a done deal, we have Yunus Musah being rumored away from Valencia. It's not clear exactly where he's going to go, but I am almost 100% convinced he is gone at this point. The rumor currently is 17 million euros to AC Milan. I've also seen Roma linked in there. I've seen a couple of Premier League clubs linked in there. And regardless of where he ends up, he will be going. Of that, I am sure. Now, we did get an offer of 30 million euros for this player back in January. We turned it down, and now we're looking at 17. I think it's going to go up just based off the number of clubs that are in. I think we'll probably end up getting about 25 million euros for him. I think that's a pretty fair price tag. And if you followed the channel, you'll know that I'm not the biggest Musah fan. I think that he struggles with creativity. He is a good ball advancer. That's what they kind of tout him as, the best ball advancer in the Valencia setup. But I think that's something that can be replaced pretty simply. I think if you can get another athletic guy in there, I think we can easily replicate that. So I'm not too sad about seeing him go. I do want to see us get closer to that 25 million euro fee, though. I think that that's going to be a lot more fair for us, and it's going to be a little bit better business for us. What I would say is we do have Yunus coming back. I think Rasic is a good player. I think that he can easily step in and help out with some of that workload. I think we have Javi Guerra, who I'd like to see more. Honestly, I think Guerra is the better player than Musah, and I'm surprised that Musah is getting more hype than him. I think a large part of that is due to the fact that he's American and he's also very marketable, which goes into what a lot of clubs want to do. A lot of clubs really want to explore their brand or expand their brand in America, so that makes sense from that perspective. But I don't mind the move, but I do want to see that money reinvested into a better position like a striker or forwards that we can actually get some more goals this year. The next player rumored to be on the move is Jesus Vazques. This is one I'm actually a little bit more upset about. I'm a big fan of Vazques. I think that Vazques can really step in and kind of replace that role that Lato had for years of just kind of being that backup left back. And ultimately, I think Vazques can even be the starter someday. He has Gaia to beat out, which is going to be nearly impossible. But at some point, I think Gaia will move on. Gaia is about 28 years old now, so the future's not going to he's not going to be there forever. And I think that the future is looking bright with Vazques. The one downside that I'm seeing is if we're selling this player for 4 or 5 million, I think we're way undercutting ourselves. I think that he's worth significantly more than that. If we can get a fee of 20 million for this guy, yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal. I think we should take it. But for 3 or 4 million, I think that's ridiculous. I think we should hold on to him at that point because he is one of our most promising players. And we have quite a few good promising players right now between Mamadashvili, Guerra, Lopez, Musah, Vazques, Mosquera. There are so many good players coming through the Valencia Academy that we need to hold on to these players and really build through them. So I'd be sad to see this one go. But coming in the opposite direction, I see a rumor coming out there for Papalu from Levante. He's a solid midfielder, and he can go a long ways to actually helping us solidify that midfield with the eventual departure of Yunus Musah. And the sad part about this is we're actually fighting with Levante between 3 to 5 million euros. So we're gonna let this deal be made or broken, I guess, over 2 million euros, and that kind of shows the state of finances that our club is currently in. If it's a player we want, and he's going to be good for the team, go out and pay 5 million euros for him. It's not that much money in the grand scheme of things. There are many clubs out there in the world that could pay 5 million euros for a player, let alone a club of Valencia's size. So kind of just goes to summarize where we are at this point, but it's expected. I don't think any of us had too high of expectations. My main area of concern right now is currently the forward position. We have Samuel Lino pictured here, who's moving on. We have Justin Kluivert, who's moving on. Both of those players were our top scorers last season with just 7 goals, but those 7 goals we're going to have to make up. And there's been no real significant rumors of any attacking players coming in yet, which is pretty concerning. I did want us to sign Joselu, but Real Madrid got a really good deal on that one, securing him actually on a loan, which is really the perfect scenario for a 33-year-old player to bring in. Cavani was in great form to start the year out. He had 5 quick goals, but he really didn't do anything after the new year, so I'm very concerned about him as well. I was talking in the group chat for our Pena group in the USA, and I was talking about how I hope that he comes back into prior Cavani form, but he's getting up there in age. He's about 36, 37 at this point, so I'm not I'm not banking on him coming back, but we definitely will need him. Hopefully, Hugo Duro can get back into some solid form. But overall, guys, a little bit of a disappointing start to the transfer window. I was hoping we'd have at least one or two bigger rumors out there, but I'm not too disappointed with Musah moving on to Milan as long as we can get a great deal. Let me know what you guys think. Amut Valencia, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for the latest news.